Salutations to God, salutations to our great Guru Vedatri Maharishi. Our Guru Vedatri Maharishi will be always with us, lead us, and guide us in all walks of our life. Good evening to one and all gathered here to participate in today's silence session. It's a blissful opportunity given to me to join with you all and to discuss a few points about the title God and Man. First of all, let me thank the organizers for giving me this wonderful opportunity and introducing me to the participants. Before moving to the topic, let us take a look at Maunam, which means silence. Silence practice is an unique program in which practitioners maintain silence to purify themselves. Yogiraj Vedatri Maharishi says that when one is silent, God talks to him. Maunam is not mere observance of silence, but complete restfulness and awareness in thought, word, and deed. One should be absolutely quiet in all these three aspects. It's a proper psychic practice for streamlining our mind. It's a journey of consciousness towards the unified force. When one sits in a calm place and just keeps quiet, he can observe numerous thoughts that come into his mind. Where do these thoughts come from? The thoughts are nothing but the expression of the mind. Mind's frequency is nothing but the frequency of the life energy particles. The mind records whatever we do at our genetic center, and when we are quiet, replays it for us during silence. Our mind shows that we have all these imprints inside ourselves and keep showing us these imprints when we get into that state of mind again. So when we are quiet and silent and others do not disturb us, we meditate and conserve our life force. But our purpose at this time should be to concentrate on the inner self and treasure the outcome of this contact and live by them. Now, let us look at a real life example and relate the benefit of this outcome to the individual and the society. A factory produces a product. It could be anything. For example, a food product. As soon as the product is completed, it will not go to the market at once. Instead, it has to go through a quality check and other controls to ensure that the quality of the product is in line and beneficial to the society. Likewise, we follow all the practices given by our great Guru. But the quality control department for us is the silence session. In this session, the product and the person who is checking are the same. We analyze ourselves through meditation along with introspection. It's important to benefit ourselves and in turn spread the benefit to the family and our society. By practicing silence, we can introspect, analyze, and improve our quality. In this way, we can spread Swamiji's philosophy for the benefit of the world. This leads to achieving our Guru's goal of world peace. Now, let us move to the topic God and man. We all are an outcome of the divine unified force, not only humans, any living or non living things in the universe. In this session, we refer the unified force as God, the supreme source of the universe. Now, let us get into some calculation. Who am I or who are we? Vedatrium says, I am none other than the inner consciousness. Now, what is this inner consciousness? This is, in turn, the Almighty, the universal consciousness. So we can derive that I am God, the Almighty. You might wonder how. Simple maths, right? A is equal to B, B is equal to C. Therefore, A is equal to C. Then what is the difference between man and God? Here comes another simple equation, was told by our Guru. God plus impurities is equal to man. For a man to achieve the divine state, it takes to shred the impurities. Man minus impurities is equal to God. Now we have to search what are the impurities. It's clearly indicated in ancient Vedas that Anavam, Kanmam, Maya are the three impurities that stop man from reaching divinity. Anavam means in English ego. We very well know. We all know the meaning of ego. Getting egoistic is equal to exiting God out. This ego leads to 6 unwanted temperaments, such as greed, anger, miserliness, immoral sexual passion, vanity, and vengeance. In Sanskrit, it's mentioned as Kama, Krodha, Lopa, Moga, Mada, Macharya. But our Guru, with beautiful Tamil words, telling Perasai, Sinam, கடும்பற்று, முறையற்ற பால்கவர்ச்சி, உயர்வு தாழ்வு மனப்பான்மை, வஞ்சம் are the 6 temperaments which stops us to be God. These temperaments lead to evil deeds, resulting in loss of wealth and happiness. Awareness and analysis can benefit into 6 good characteristics, such as contentment, patience, charity, chastity, equality, and forgiveness. In Tamil, நிறை மனம், பொறுமை, ஈகை, கற்பு நெறி, சமநோக்கு மற்றும் மன்னிப்பு. Swamiji is telling superimposing good quality will help to clear the existing impurities. We will be using this technique in this session to purify ourselves and move towards the godliness. When desire overrides necessity, it becomes greed. It's important to strike the balance between desire for what is needed and be satisfied once the need is fulfilled. This will avoid greed. For the next 5 minutes, let's take an oath on being positive to handle our desires to the extent of necessity and lead a content life. While we take this oath, I'm sure our thoughts will pick the past experiences of genuine desire as well as greed. Such differentiation will benefit us to maintain the perfect desire. I'll share the slide for you to do the Shankalpam. The positive words Sankalpam. In Tamil, இருப்பதைக் கொண்டு சிறப்பாக நிறைமனத்தோடு அன்பு கொண்டு நிறைவாக வெற்றியோடு அமைதி கண்டு வாழ்வோம். In English, we will live in peace with the success of the abundance of love with contentment in what we have. Let us superimpose the positive Sankalpa for the next 5 minutes. Be blessed by the divine. The Sankalpam in Tamil goes like this. இருப்பதைக் கொண்டு சிறப்பாக நிறைமனத்தோடு அன்பு கொண்டு நிறைவாக அமைதியோடு வெற்றி கண்டு வாழ்வோம். We will live well in peace with abundance of love and success and with contentment in what we have. Be blessed by the divine. சங்கற்பம் இருப்பதைக் கொண்டு சிறப்பாக நிறைமனத்தோடு அன்பு கொண்டு நிறைவாக வெற்றியோடு அமைதி கண்டு வாழ்வோம். We will live well in peace with abundance of love and success and with contentment in what we have. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Next, we take the next temperament, anger. What is anger and how it affects? When man attempts to satisfy his needs or experience pleasure or obstructed, and his efforts to remove the obstruction also fail, he does it with the force born of higher level of energies, which is anger. Swamiji used to say about an ant's anger when we take of its food. In a quote, Swamiji is explaining, சினம் கவலை எனும் இரண்டும் மனித வாழ்வை சீரழிக்கும் நச்சாகும் உணர்ந்து கொள்வீர். Anger, on the other hand, is something that should not be moralized but eradicated totally. In the initial stages, anger may arise only under genuine circumstances. It transforms into a habit over time. The emotion anger will start showing off for simple and ignorable instances. This will in turn affect the health, wealth, wisdom, and will harm others in the process. Anger is like committing suicide every day. Anger gets strengthened in time, transforming into a psychic disease seeking constant release. Anger has to be neutralized in a systematic manner. What to do? Patience is the good characteristic to be superimposed to eradicate anger. As we did earlier for greed, now we are going to superimpose a positive oath to remove the temperament anger, which should be neutralized to lead a peaceful life with family and friends. The Sankalpam goes like this. பொறுமை எனும் புனிதமான பண்போடு உடல் மன ஆரோக்கியத்தோடு நிறைவாக வாழ்வோம். Let us live contentedly with physical and mental health with the sacred virtue of patience. Let us start superimposing the positive Sankalpam for the next 5 minutes. Be blessed by the divine. சங்கற்பம். பொறுமை எனும் புனிதமான பண்போடு உடல் மன ஆரோக்கியத்தோடு நிறைவாக வாழ்வோம். Let us live contentedly with physical and mental health with the sacred virtue of patience. சங்கல்பம். பொறுமை எனும் புனிதமான பண்போடு உடல் மன ஆரோக்கியத்தோடு நிறைவாக வாழ்வோம். Let's live contentedly with physical and mental health with the sacred virtue of patience. Be blessed by the divine. Next comes miserliness. What is to be understood is that others who are deprived of a means to exist also have a right to live, and this can be made possible only those with the means help them through acts of charity. Undue attachment to wealth can lead to problems, and this can be eradicated only by charity. Everyone should contribute at least 1% of his or her income towards charity for the welfare of the needy. Each and every individual should help or support in whatever way possible to the needy. This virtue will help in overcoming miserliness. We have a quote from the great epic Tirukkural, and it says, "Eidal இசைப்பட வாழ்தல் அது வல்லது ஊதியம் இல்லை உயிர்க்கு." As earlier, we are going to superimpose a positive sankalpam to overcome miserliness. The sankalpam goes like this. எய்த்துவக்கும் இன்பம் அறிந்து வேண்டுவோர்க்கு கொடுத்து நிறைவாக வாழ்வோம். We will live contentedly by giving what we have in excess to those who are in need. For the next 5 minutes, we will positively take this oath to eradicate miserliness, be blessed by the divine. சங்கற்பம் ஈத்துவக்கும் இன்பம் அறிந்து வேண்டுவோர்க்கு கொடுத்து நிறைவாக வாழ்வோம். We will live contentedly by giving what we have in excess to those who are in need. Be blessed by the divine. சங்கற்பம் ஈத்துவக்கும் இன்பம் அறிந்து வேண்டுவோர்க்கு கொடுத்து நிறைவாக வாழ்வோம். We will live contentedly by giving what we have in excess to those who are in need. Be blessed by the divine. Next temperament to be analyzed is immoral sexual passion. The need to excrete the excess sexual fluid is the basis for the sexual urge in human. But when it exceeds all limits, it transforms into immoral sexual passion. The agreement between a man and a woman forms the institution of marriage. Sexual discipline observed by the partners under the agreement is chastity, and no country, person, or society that fails to respect the noble quality of chastity can flourish. It's a divine rule made to safeguard the health and welfare of the society, and observing sexual morale within the bounds of chastity is a valuable human trait. To transform to good characteristic of chastity will superimpose the positive sankalpam for some time. கற்பு நெறி காத்து இல்லறத்தை அன்பகமாய் மாற்றி இனிமை காத்து வாழ்வோம். Let's make our home pleasant with chastity and live peacefully. Let us do this superimposition for 5 minutes. Be blessed by the divine. சங்கற்பம் கற்பு நெறி காத்து இல்லறத்தை அன்பகமாய் மாற்றி இனிமை காத்து வாழ்வோம். Let's make our home pleasant with chastity and live peacefully. Be blessed by the divine. சங்கற்பம் கற்பநெறி காத்து இல்லறத்தை அன்பகமாய் மாற்றி இனிமை காத்து வாழ்வோம். Let's make our home pleasant with chastity and live peacefully. Be blessed by the divine. Moving to the next impurity to be removed, that's vanity. Vanity is born of the comparison between one's physical attributes, wealth, influence, fame, or responsibilities with those of the others, leading to superiority or inferiority complex. People are born and they grow into adults, live to an old age, and then die away. We all know that this is the basis of human existence. We have to survive till death, and until then, should strive for the welfare of the society that has nurtured us. All are born equal, and whatever skills or talents the individual possesses should be utilized for the fulfillment of his duties to the society. In Swamiji's quote, there are 7 treasures that every human should have. They are good configuration, good character, rise of knowledge, fame, physical strength, pleasure, and wealth. Maharishi explains that there are 16 reasons behind for the difference between each and every human by means of the 7 treasures. Our Guru quotes these 16 reasons to differentiate humans from each other in a poem, and it goes like கருவமைப்பு, உணவு வகை, காலம், தேசம், கல்வி, தொழில், அரசாங்கம், கலை, முயற்சி, பருவம், நட்பு, சந்தர்ப்பம், பல ஆராய்ச்சி, பழக்கம், வழக்கம், ஒழுக்கம் இவற்றிற்கு ஏற்ப உருவமைப்பு, குணம், அறிவின் உயர்வு, கீர்த்தி, உடல் வலிவு, சுகம், செல்வம் மனிதர்க்கு வரும் வகையும் அவற்றின் தரம் அளவுக்கு ஏற்ப வாழ்க்கை முறை வேதமுடன் தோன்றக் கண்டேன். Just to call out the 16 reasons in English for our reference. Heredity, food, period, country, education, occupation, government, art, attempt, season, friendship, opportunity, research, habit, custom, and discipline. Now that we are aware of the reasons that differentiate all of us, it's important that we build equality to overcome vanity. As earlier, let's start the positive Sankalpa for some time to superimpose the positive thoughts. Sankalpam, மனிதரில் வேறுபாடு உணர்ந்து சமநோக்கோடு சமுதாயத்திற்கு நம் கடமையினை முறையாகச் செய்து வாழ்வோம். Let's live up with equality and do our duty to society, realizing the reasons for difference in human beings. Be blessed by the divine. சங்கற்பம். மனிதரில் வேறுபாடு உணர்ந்து சமநோக்கோடு சமுதாயத்திற்கு நம் கடமையினை முறையாகச் செய்து வாழ்வோம். Let's live up with equality and do our duty to society, realizing the reasons for difference in human beings. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Moving on to the temperament, vengeance. When a person tries to settle scores with someone who has angered him by hurting or punishing him, and lacking the right opportunity bides his time, nursing the anger and ill feelings. It's vengeance. Vengeance is the most dangerous quality than anger. When we suppress anger and wait for an appropriate time to express our anger, that becomes vengeance. People with such temperament will tend to replay the instances and groom the vengeance, further awaiting to express the anger. This will affect them in and out. This temperament should be substituted by forgiveness. There is a proverb that we all know: the one who forgives is much greater than one who asks for. So, the sixth temperament can be removed when we are ready to forgive all and be friendly with everyone. Now, moving to the positive sankalpam to get rid of vengeance. மன்னித்தல் எனும் மாபெரும் பண்பு கொண்டு அனைவரையும் மதித்து வாழ்வோம். We will live with respect for all, with the great quality of forgiveness. Be blessed by the divine. சங்கல்பம் மன்னித்தல் எனும் மாபெரும் பண்பு கொண்டு அனைவரையும் மதித்து வாழ்வோம். We will live with respect for all, with the great quality of forgiveness. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Silence is the source of great strength. In today's silence session, we analyzed ourselves and tried a little to remove the impurities to move from man to God level. God and man topic took us to the conclusion the change should start from self. Man minus impurities is equal to God. This formula will be attained day by day as we practice of meditation and introspection. By the grace of divine power and blessings of our Guru Vedatri Maharishi, let's all will enjoy good health, long life, enough wealth, wisdom, prosperity, and peace. Be blessed by the divine. Once again, let me thank all of you for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and thanks to all participants who listened to my words with patience. Let me conclude with a final quote. பிரம்மஞானம் உலக மக்கள் அனைவருக்கும் உணர்வாக கிட்டட்டும். போர் பகை பிணக்கின்றி மக்கள் அமைதியாக வாழ வேதாத்ரியம் பரவட்டும். குரு வாழ்க, குருவே துணை. வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வையகம், வாழ்க வளமுடன். வாய்ப்பளித்த அன்பு உள்ளங்களுக்கும் இணைந்திருந்த அனைத்து வேதாத்திரியர்களுக்கும் என் சிரம் தாழ்ந்த நன்றியை தெரிவித்து நிறைவு செய்கிறேன். நன்றி. வாழ்க வளமுடன். Be blessed by the divine.
Thank you, Amma. And we are very fortunate to hear the speech of God and man from you. And also thanks for sharing with us the auto-suggestion techniques to eradicate the 6 temperamental modes. So let us all bless Amma. Professor Govindarajan, be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Her family, be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. Be blessed by the divine. By the grace of divine, Professor Kothai Govindarajan may enjoy good health, long life, enough wealth, prosperity, happiness, wisdom, and peace. Thank you, Professor Kothai Govindarajan. வாழ்க வளமுடன்.
வாழ்க வளமுடன். அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி.